Hello Dipendu, how are you?
Hi man, hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I'm doing great.
Welcome to Bollywood Bubble. And how are things with you? How are you doing during these times?
Good, yeah. I think it's been good 5 months now, so we all have now learned to adapt to the current situation we are in. Uh, so off late, I've started work also. Shoot here and there. Just like couple of days, couple of dubbing sessions.
Mhm.
So yeah, getting along.
Okay. And your upcoming film Mere Desh Ki Dharti is about to release. So please tell us about the film and how did it come to you?
About the film, I would say it's what we have tried to do is make everyone, not everyone maybe, but a lot of people does that. Try to make a story which is relevant, which is entertaining, and if we can give out a message through it, would be it's nothing like it.
Mhm.
Although I firmly believe that it's not always your prerogative to give a social message.
Mhm.
But when a film like Mere Desh Ki Dharti came to me, it had all the ingredients, and I'm someone who's always is very concerned about the script, how the total script is, how the story is. Then my character comes, what my character is doing in the film.
Mhm.
So in terms of story of the film, I found there are a lot of uh, relevant things we are talking about in the film. So it all. So basically, the story, if you see, it's about these two engineers, who work in a big city like Mumbai, Delhi, and who are not really happy with their life.
Mhm.
And how come they one day they actually think that, listen, nothing's going our way. We might as well end this and take a fortunate route of and on that path when they are on, they something happens in their life, and they come to this village where they see that there are a lot of people who really can be, they as engineers can be really useful to them, help the farmers, dealing with their situations, and how they go about their crop thingy, what new methods you can teach them, so their life in a way finds a new meaning, in helping them.
Mhm.
So it's basically that, and how obviously, like any other story, you have conflicts, you have difficulties coming,
Mhm.
how they overcome. But yeah, the good part about is that a lot of it uh, is so useful in the film that when I actually read the script, I was like, ये तो बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें हैं जो actually मैं जाके अपने farmers को मैं बताना चाहूंगा, or this this might really solve a lot of their problems. It's
Mhm.
basic, educate them, what all
Mhm.
they can do.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, so in every aspect, it sort of is a very interesting tale,
Mhm.
of these guys, and how they help these farmers. So
Mhm.
yeah, man, yeah, it's a good one,
Mhm. Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
And the way you spoke about your character, it reminds me somewhat few shades of Mohan Bhargav from Swades, Ashutosh Guwarga directorial. So, did you refer to that character, or it was a completely blank slate when you started up with this character?
No, not really, yeah. It's yes. If you, I agree with you. If you see it from the outside, it does look like that. That
Mhm.
someone from the city, or from a different country, comes to the rescue of the farmers and the thing. Uh, this story, as far as I know, is has the germ of story has come from Mr. Shrikant only, who's
Mhm.
the person who owns the Carnival cinemas chain.
Mhm.
And because they deal in farming also, crops, and all that stuff. So this is a
Mhm.
story which is very close to him as well.
Mhm.
So the basic germ came from there. And other than that, yeah, I mean, you can say on the surface of it, it might look like that,
Mhm.
something like Swades. But yeah, the character is different, the journey is different, the situations are different.
Mhm.
This film you'll find more in a realistic zone.
Okay. Okay. And from what I've learned, it also talks about second chances in life. So, was there a second chance that you would like to share that was life altering for you in personal capacity or in professional capacity?
Oh, hmm. it's it's see, it's I think it's all about realizing that one thing and only one thing cannot define your life, cannot define your coming, if at personal level sometimes you feel that you're not reaching there where you wanted to reach, which a lot of time is also because of the social conditioning we've had, हमको कुछ एक चीजें बताई जाती that you are successful only if you have a beautiful house, you have a big car, and your people think a certain way about you in the society, and you're famous and you're rich and everything. But it's all about finding that deeper meaning in life. And I think something like that also happened with me, where like any other youngster, when I was in school and college, and so was thinking of doing a lot of things with my life, going and joining the army maybe one day. I really loved studying political science, so I thought, okay, maybe one day I can become a lawyer. But how? So I was always into theater also from my school days, and it was sort of a parallel track. But when I came to my college and I started doing theater there, that sort of reassured me as a person, okay, okay, this is something that I really want to pursue in my life. I see myself doing this for the next 60, 70 years, and it gives me happiness. So I would say theater, my college, KMC, Kirodimal College from Delhi, came in like that kind of a factor, which not really a second chance, I wouldn't say, but something, a major turn in my life, which gave a whole lot of meaning to.
Hmm. Okay, okay. And this film was majorly shot in and around the areas of Bhopal. And
Yeah,
in your earlier films also, like Batti Gul Meter Chalu or Toilet Ek Prem Katha, you have shot in the heartland. So how was this
yeah.
experience different? How are the people different? How are you, uh, introduced to different cultures or different set of people with this film?
So it's absolutely fantastic. I love Bhopal, and especially the shooting on the outskirts of it. It is so nice to go out there, and it it was we were so close to nature and so close to real people, because the village we were shooting is of farmers who do these things, जो
Mhm.
actually खेती वेती कर रहे हैं, जिनका
Mhm.
कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स है लाइफ में, लेकिन कुछ हैप्पी भी हैं, कुछ चीजों से डील कर रहे हैं. So in a way, we were in a very realistic setting in real life also.
Mhm.
So and especially the villagers, they gave us so much love. I can't tell you. मतलब हमारा होता था कि शूटिंग कर रहे हैं, उनके घर हैं आसपास, तो उन लोगों से दोस्तियां हो गई थी खूब.
Mhm.
वहां पे बहुत सारी ओल्ड लेडीज होती थी जो मेरे लिए मिठाई लेके आती थी घर से.
Mhm.
तो कोई मेरे लिए 2 लड्डू बना के लेके आता था, कभी
Mhm.
कोई बर्फी लेके आता. आई रिमेम्बर दे यूज्ड टू कॉल अस फॉर ट्रीट्स, और एक दिन हमको डिनर पे बुलाया, एंड दे सर्व्ड अस वेरी 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 नाइस फूड.
Mhm.
इतना अच्छा कि हम मतलब बेशरम हो गए. उसके बाद हमने खुद कह के नेक्स्ट टाइम गए कि हम एक
Mhm.
बार और खाना चाहते हैं आपका वो.
Mhm.
एंड आई रिमेम्बर दिस वन डे वेयर आई वाज शूटिंग इन द विलेज ओनली, और मुझे भूख लगी. यू नो
Mhm.
आई हैड स्किप्ड माय लंच,
Mhm.
और मुझे भूख लगी, एंड आई वाज लाइक कि यार क्या खाऊं क्या खाऊं. एंड द
Mhm.
घर के शूट कर रहे थे,
Mhm.
वहां पे ही आई आस्क्ड दिस लेडी, आई वाज लाइक कि मुझे बड़ी भूख लग रही है, मुझे कुछ खाने को मिलेगा क्या?
Mhm.
कि क्या खाओगे आप? आई वाज लाइक, जस्ट मेक मी टू प्लेन पराठास एंड गिव मी योर आम का अचार, जो गांव वाला अपना जो होता है.
Mhm.
तो शी गेव मी दैट. तो मतलब इस तरीके का एक पूरा माहौल था,
Mhm.
where they were really really nice to us. The local actors from Bhopal and around these areas were absolutely fantastic,
Mhm.
because we did our local casting there only.
Mhm.
So got to work with some really good theater people
Mhm.
there who understand their craft,
Mhm.
and it was a very very nice experience working there, shooting there.
Mhm. Okay. And since you spoke about interacting a lot with the people, with the local people around there.
Mm.
Now, when I look back,
Yeah,
during the 70s or the 60s, there was this star culture which was very huge, and there was also, a blockage towards, interaction with people. But now with, new actors coming up, a lot of outsiders entering the industry, this has somehow, the intensity of it has gone down. So when when on set, when you interact a lot with people, and
mm,
such actors interact with people, does it also help the industry as a whole to grow in a positive direction on a microscopic level?
definitely. I mean, that's a very nice point you have raised there. It just for me as an artist, it keeps me grounded a lot. You know, I get to interact with real people, real emotions. Uh, Also here with coming of OTT, the whole thing, the penetration of this medium is so deep with people that you know उन्होंने आपकी फिल्में देखी हो या ना देखी हो, उन्होंने डेफिनेटली आपको OTT पे जो काम है वो जरूर
Yeah.
देखा है. So, you know, they really know you, they really adore you. And like you said, I've been really lucky to be part of such films जैसे टॉयलेट एक प्रेम कथा या बत्ती गुल मीटर चालू, जो कि इन्हीं जगहों की कहानियां हैं. तो इन जैसे बहुत लोगों ने देखा है. Then Mirzapur came, you know,
Yeah.
which again became sort of a rage. And so for me personally, it was very very nice to you know interact people, to see how they look at me. उन्होंने क्या काम देखा है. हम कभी कभी प्रिज्यूम करते हैं सबने ये वाली फिल्म तो देखी ही होगी, लेकिन कुछ कुछ बड़े अलग फिल्मों के मिलते हैं.
Yeah.
जैसे मुझे कुछ फिल्म्स के लिए बोला कि सर आपकी 21 तोपों की सलामी हमने देखी है फिल्म, वो बड़ी अच्छी है. तो आई ऑल्सो यू नो सम पीपल से कि सर आपके शॉर्ट फिल्म्स देखे हैं बहुत अच्छे हैं. यू नो अ लेडी कॉप एट द एयरपोर्ट, शी टोल्ड मी दिस, यू नो आई हैव सीन सर, मैंने आपकी बहुत सारी शॉर्ट फिल्म्स देखी हैं जो मुझे बड़ी अच्छी लगती हैं. And I was so pleasantly happy and surprised. I was like, wow, I mean, look at this medium, how far it reaches.
Yeah.
So definitely, I think because art represents society, and society also in a way learns a lot from art. It's very important for people who work in this industry to be close to real fabric of human life. You know, to understand how things are and not just carry on in the filmy way. So definitely, meeting real people is a very very humbling experience. It's very important, right?
Okay. Okay. And talking about Sushant, what happened was truly unfortunate. But what followed after that, it gets bizarre with each passing day. So do you think that media is responsible for creating a mess out of it at large?
Definitely, yeah, because media has got such a big power, you know, to you know to get out the facts and you know to represent each side of the story. You know, whether you know you're sitting across the table or the other side of the table. You know, so it's a great power, and like they say, with great power comes great responsibility. So you need to tread very carefully in situations like these. It's something. It is so unfortunate an incident that I think the whole country in a way still is very. It's very hard to comprehend something like this when it something like this happens. So a lot of questions also comes into play. But where the media I think has to realize is that they have a very very big responsibility. They need to be sincere. They need to be respectable in whatever they say, how they say. You know, bring out the facts only if you know that it's a fact, and you know not just present, you know not just go for you know prime time viewing, or you know not just number of hits on your website. So definitely we all need to be very sensitive, you know, think twice before we say something, especially in such a sensitive matter.
Okay. And since you spoke about getting sensitized, this pandemic and whatever the people are witnessing all over the world, it was supposed to bring us all together. It was supposed to make us united. But the way I see it, we are getting divided more as a society. People are getting desensitized. They are wary of going too close to each other for obvious reasons. But also we are socially distant also in these times. We judge, we as a society, of course, we judge too easily and then pass our judgments accordingly. So do you think that somewhere also we have gone off track?
Definitely, very rightly said again. Because I was discussing the same with my friend, and I was like, this pandemic, what is happening is it's such a surreal situation that we are actually sitting in our homes. Even after 5 months, if you come to see that, yes, there is a thing like virus which is outside, and you have to be in your homes. You can't go out. It can't get more bizarre like that. This must be like in world wars where you can't go out. The whole thing is at war, and these are extraordinary times. So definitely, and I was saying this to my friend. I was like, this pandemic will have a very different reflection on human after it gets over. But sadly, like you said, people are not really changing or anything. It's I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. Empathy maybe is something that we really need to have as people. continuously judging others is not good. Is yes, it's a very difficult time. You tend to get baked also at times,
Hmm.
sitting at home, not
Yeah.
doing anything, and a lot of people are also not in a very comfortable position in terms of economics, you
Hmm.
know. So their pressures are definitely different from ours.
Hmm.
Uh, but still, we have to be much more than we are already. We have to think about things, take the
Hmm.
easy way of just saying the thing and, passing on a judgment.
Hmm.
We really need to be empathetic towards each other and,
Yeah.
try and understand what the other person is going through
Hmm.
and take this whole thing as a maybe as a chance to reflect upon ourselves, how we are as humans, what we think, what we believe. Uh, now tell me one thing, because of this pandemic, अब ये तो अभी खत्म हो जाएगा,
Hmm.
hopefully we'll have the vaccination and everything. But if if this was to be actually an ultimate thing,
Yeah.
if this will be the सच्चाई for the rest of your life, you
Hmm.
have to stay indoors for all your life. A lot of us would actually feel very bad कि अभी तक हमने जो
Yeah.
लाइफ में किया है वो नहीं है जो हम करना चाहते थे.
True.
It is something we did out of society pressures, and
Hmm.
that's what we have to think. What we really want to be in
Hmm.
life, so that we do that, and uh, we don't have any शिकायत with ourselves कि
Hmm.
मैं करना चाहता था और मैंने नहीं किया.
Hmm.
So it's very important to see what we really want from our life and not
Hmm.
really what we need, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, so that is very important according to
Okay. And do you think the nature has shown us our place? Because the way I see it, after even 3 or 4 waves of industrial revolution, I think we have 4 industrial revolutions. Just one wave of a virus, it brought everyone to their knees. So, do you think the
me.
nature has shown us our place?
Definitely, like I mean, nature couldn't have been more direct in your face.
Mhm.
It's like one small click, or तुम सब लोग जितना whatever you're thinking of your intelligence and everything, तो सब रह जाएगा, and
Mhm.
you'll be back in your home. And definitely, yeah, that's what. No, we as humans have to think a lot. We have
Mhm.
to reflect on ourselves. Where are we reaching? Why do we see? The good thing about this pandemic was that we all realized that life needs very basic things to run on.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
if you're sitting in your home, if you have food to have, actually life में उतना ही चाहिए. उसके बाद हम जो चीजें आगे पीछे करते हैं वो आधे से ज्यादा वही होती है जिसका कोई मतलब नहीं होता है,
Mhm.
so we really need to understand that deeper meaning of it,
Yeah.
and nature has shown us that in and how,
Mhm.
but looking outside you actually see also that there is a process of cleansing which is going on.
Mhm.
Nature really needed this break.
Yeah.
So many years of this total exploitation of nature, pollution, chemicals, dirtying up the air, the sea, water, land, soil, everything. I mean, we humans, we sort of took such bad advantage of everything
Mhm.
that, I think nature really needed this time to just breathe. And
Mhm.
with people inside, the birds are so happy. You see them. It's
Mhm.
everything looks so clean. The sky looks so different now. The
Mhm.
sky looks so beautiful these days.
Mhm.
क्योंकि शायद pollution कम हो गया उसकी वजह से एक
Yeah.
visibility का फर्क पड़ता है. So we need to understand, यार.
Mhm.
We don't need much in life. We need to
Mhm.
have that. It's a very cliche thing to say, but we need to have that happiness quotient, which really gives us happiness, and follow our life towards that.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. And you have studied political science. So, I mean, is there a conscious effort on your part to actively select roles that have a social message or a political commentary in the films or in the scripts that you choose?
Honestly, no. Because like I said earlier, also, वो अगर होता है, if you have that social message, it's a add-on,
Mhm.
but that doesn't mean that you need to have that already.
Mhm.
Yes, what I look in a film is that whether I agree with the politics of the film or not. If it's saying the thing I really want to say, if it doesn't um, uh, have that same wavelength with me, I have my reservations.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, you have to see the story also, where the story is going, how the character is playing. If you are playing a great character, you wouldn't
Mhm.
always, agree with your character, what
Yeah.
he or she is doing.
Mhm.
But you still have to go out there and, be part of the story and be that character and do all that. So yes, there is one effort to see about the politics of the film, but no, but it's not a conscious effort to see that every film needs to have a social.
Mhm. Okay. And since you spoke about when at times you don't agree with your character. So, for example, you are portraying a flawed character, and you don't agree with the actions that the character takes, or his philosophy, or his psychology. So, how do you maintain a balance, or how do you convince yourself? Because at the end of the day, the locus of control is in your hands to maneuver the character.
Mm.
So, how do you acclimatize yourself, or how do you convince yourself? Ki, okay, this I have to do, keeping aside my
Yeah.
personal outlook towards particular set of situation.
Uh, so the first thing you have to do is you have to uh, have a difference between the intellect of you as a person and the intellect of your character.
Mhm.
So according to your character, you do a lot of things. So in that way, I try and go there. It's not what Divyendu thinks matters. It's what the character thinks matters. And according to that, if there I find any conflict, I definitely discuss it with the scriptwriter or the director.
Mhm.
But yeah, if going with that logic, I find कि ये इंसान अभी जो कर रहा है ये इसके हिसाब से तो ठीक है, then you agree with it, and you go about it, you try to do it as convincing as possible. But yeah, at the same time, try and make in any situation, try and make it more human, you know, so that people understand your point of view also of the character, where he or she is coming
Any conflicts with your character in Mere Desh Ki Dharti also, or was it a smooth sailing all along?
from. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is about my character in Ajay in Mere Desh Ki Dharti is that he actually represents a very current situation
Mhm.
of someone who's young, who wants to have a certain kind of job, certain kind of status in the society, and you have dreams. And when you don't, when your dreams don't get fulfilled, you
Mhm.
you feel heartbroken. So so in terms of this character, I had never had any problem of that kind. In
Mhm.
fact, this character is a character which really surprised me. What he does,
Mhm.
opting, to help for farmers, and so you actually see this guy very, very different in two halves of the film.
Mhm.
Not really two halves, but maybe first 35% and then the rest 65%.
Mhm.
He was a certain kind of a guy. He was running after few things in life,
Mhm.
but when a certain incident happens in his life and his life changes course, it's as if he found the true meaning of his life.
Mhm.
And in those situations also, difficulties also, whatever happens, there is a certain kind of happiness in him.
Mhm.
Yes, maybe we are in a spot right now, but see, what we are doing is something we agree with.
Mhm.
It's something which gives us happiness, which gives us pleasure, and
Mhm.
gives us a reason to be. So this character rather surprised me in a lot of ways.
Mhm. Okay. And in one of the previous questions, you answered that with great power comes great responsibility. But from what I have observed and experienced, is that power also brings a sense of entitlement, and it also kind of corrupts a person if they are on the higher end of the power spectrum. They get corrupted easily, and it's very evident looking at the response of governments all across the world, the way they have
Hmm.
dealt with the pandemic. The mess that we are in now is because our administrators all across the world, not just India, they have failed at large. So, I mean, do you agree with that, or do you have a different view?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yes, I think we needed something better out of our governments, which
Mhm.
we clearly. Yes, at the same time, it's an overwhelming situation. It's a situation where they didn't face it,
Mhm.
before, so it was very new for them. But yeah, definitely, there could have been more effort in terms of understanding and dealing with it, because
Mhm.
you know see, everyday situations तो सब लोग करते ही हैं. It's actually when you are a government and you say you run a country,
Yeah.
you are there for these extraordinary situations.
Mhm.
So you need to have those things in place when you hit something like this, when something like this hits you.
Mhm.
You need to have that kind of a backup and that kind of understanding. That's why you have all these researchers and intellectuals and people who understand their job.
Mhm.
It's very important to take them along, ask their point of views, and try to work towards solving of the situation, because clearly we see a lot of countries have dealt with it very nicely also.
Yeah.
You know, uh, a country like New Zealand and a lot of other places. But yeah, I know वहाँ पे भी contradiction आता है, because we are so many in number in
Mhm.
India. It also creates a quite a different thing here. But see, we have seen कि लोगों ने आपस में एक दूसरे का बहुत हेल्प किया है इस पूरे सिचुएशन में. People have really reached out to each other जितना हेल्प कर सकते थे.
Mhm.
So definitely it required a much more mature effort, if I may say. Yes, it was it is still a very overwhelming thing, but yeah, we need to have few things in place now, and that's what we deserve, in a democracy with our government.
Okay. And studying political science during graduation, and then going into FTII. So how did you convert that journey into in a more defined curve? Because FTII is more of it deals with the technical sides of the film craft.
Hmm. It also, I studied acting there.
Mhm.
So the good thing is, see, like I said, the school life, it was always a parallel thing for me. I was always into theater, doing plays in schools and everything, doing my stuff here and there. Uh, so in my 11th standard, when I got introduced to political science, I liked the subject so much that I thought, okay, the whole concept of equality, freedom, what all these
Mhm.
great thinkers, Aristotle, Machiavelli, what these guys wanted to say and how they had envisioned our society and
Mhm.
our country was very different of what we have today, you know.
Yeah.
So it was really fascinating to really read and understand all that. So it fascinated me so much that in college I decided that I want to, after 2 years of 11th and 12th in my school, like I want to know much more about the subject.
Mhm.
And that was the time I was telling you that I was contemplating that whether I want to be a lawyer or not,
Mhm.
because the subject really intrigued me so much. So I took political science honors and I started studying the subject, but यार वो जो जहाँ जाना होता है वहां पे तो आपको जाना ही होता है. So
Mhm.
when I came to my college and started doing theater there, and so it was like but this is my true calling.
Mhm.
I can, and the good thing about an artist is that you can still talk about all these things.
Yeah.
How society should have been. What you can contribute towards the society, and it deals with all those things that it was supposed to be.
Mhm.
So that way, it gave me a nice outlet there, and I think it so with due course of time, it sort of started fading away.
Mhm.
That lawyer aspect of it. It was dear to me at one point of time, but now I think theater is really
Mhm.
something where I see myself doing. So, well, maybe it's very close to my heart still.
Mhm.
So I am someone who really is interested in politics, what's happening around, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just I think an actor I was always meant to be.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. And talking about Carnival Motion Pictures, you said that the germ of the story belonged to the producer. So, what other similar inputs did come from that place?
No, just this. To be honest, I think Mr. Shrikant gave this germ to our director Faraz Haider, और उन्होंने वहां से पूरा स्क्रिप्ट लिखा and he sort of developed it into a whole story and a screenplay later.
Mhm.
डायलॉग्स आर बाय पीयूष मिश्रा जी, तो
Mhm.
वो भी एक बड़ी अच्छी मजेदार सी चीज है स्क्रिप्ट में. तो वहां से तो उतना ही था. आई थिंक जर्म वाज उनका, बाकी रेस्ट एवरीथिंग इज
Mhm.
फराज, आर डायरेक्टर,
Okay.
which he has expressed very
Mhm.
beautifully in the film of the dichotomy of a human being.
Mhm.
What you really want, and when you find something really amazing in your life, is how do you go about it.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a very fascinating tale of an individual there.
Mhm. So we have reached towards the end of our conversation, and I cannot let you go without asking about Mirzapur. So apart from the memes that have become a rage on the internet, the internet is also
Yeah,
filled with one consistent question: that second season kab aayega? So would you like to
I
give us
know.
an insight or an update?
I I don't have a definite answer to that,
Mhm.
but because of this, we were supposed to come much earlier in the year, and
Mhm.
because thanks to this pandemic, that everything got stalled and work could happen. But now we are very near to the final
Mhm.
outcome of it. So I just would want to say to all my fans that बहुत आप लोगों ने बहुत इंतजार किया है. Just थोड़ा सा और time, we are almost there. We have started reworking. You must have seen, my dubbing pictures and everything. So काम शुरू हो चुका है. We are reaching the end. So hopefully soon we'll get it out for you.
So it's in the post-production stage?
It is, yes. It was already in the post-production stage.
Okay.
It's just that the whole thing got stalled. So now I think we are good 90% done with our thing. It's just that because in a thing like Mirzapur, you have 9 episodes, and every episode is 45 plus minutes. It's a lot of work to do. It's like 3.5 films. So then you give it to the channel, then they upload it on this thing. So a lot of things take a lot of time. And that's a definite time they definitely take. So you can't कुछ उसके बारे में कर नहीं सकते कि इस प्रोसेस को थोड़ा जल्दी कर दे. So but yeah, we are बहुत जल्दी.
Okay. So that brings us to our end of our conversation. I would like to know ऐसा कुछ सवाल जो मुझसे पूछना रह गया and you would have loved to answer.
No, in fact, I'm very happy with your questions, man. I really like this interview. Thank you for coming out prepared.
Thank you. I'm truly honored.
Yeah, no, seriously, seldom you meet reporters who really know what they're talking about and not just talking boring stuff. So I'm really happy with this interview.
Cool. So on that note, thank you so much for talking to us, and I wish you all the best for Mere Desh Ki Dharti and your upcoming projects.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.